Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tekla. Most of you like to call me TK. I like to call myself Too Blessed to Be Stressed. If you're new here, please go ahead, subscribe, relax, and let's get right into it. Okay, guys, so today I want to share with you a word about giving. So, this is something that I learned um, mostly when I was an adult, to be specific, when I was a mother. And I remember as I started to be serious with my faith in Jesus Christ, I learned about giving, like tithing, offering, all that stuff. And I remember I made a promise to God that I am going to be faithful in tithing. That means on every income that I get, on my time, I will give 1/10 of whatever God blesses me. I will give it back to God. So it's not easy, guys. That's a very huge commitment, but that's what the Bible wants us to do. So I remember when I made that covenant, God started to test me. So I would receive, let's say, so much money. Okay. And I would be like, let's say I'm supposed to tithe $1,000, okay? And I'll be like, I have so much responsibilities, I have kids, I pay school fees, I have so much responsibilities. So I'll be like, you know what, let me just give $500 and then I will give the other $500 next time. Guys, if there's a mistake that you can do, is to play with tithing. Oh my God. So this is what would happen. Okay. So I would give half of what I'm supposed to give. Guys, I will receive problems out of nowhere. And the funny thing is, the exact amount that I didn't give to God, that will be the exact amount that the problems would cost me. For example, if I will not give $500 to God, okay, I will receive a bill from hospital that one of my babies were sick, they got admitted, and I was supposed to pay exactly $500. And this is something that the Holy Spirit will always remind you that is exactly the same amount that you were supposed to give to God. Now you're giving it to the hospital. And I would go back to God and I would apologize because this time it's even worse, okay? Because my child had to get sick and I had to pay to the hospital. And that comes with so many other, problems. So I told God, God, forgive me. I am still learning. So please bear with me. So I would go back, I would get money, I would tithe. And then after some time, same thing happens. I would have money and then I would have so much problems, not exactly problems, but I would have things to sort. So I'll be like, I'm gonna give half of this and then half I would do it next time. That's a mistake. Like you're supposed to tithe number one. Like that should be your priority. You're not supposed to put God on hold or to put him second. Whenever he blesses you, you should give him first. So this is something else I experienced this other time. I got a ticket, and that ticket was exactly the same amount that I didn't give to God. So at this point, I said, you know what, God, I get it and I surrender. From now on, I would give you first and I would be faithful. I will give you exactly what I'm supposed to give you. So, guys, if there's something that I have really been trustworthy, it's tithing. I am so grateful the whole of 2025. I was so faithful in tithing. And one thing that I can share with you, God has been so faithful. There are things that used to give me problems, they never showed up because we know the Bible tells us when you tithe, okay, God opens, the floodgates of heaven. He's going to bless you. But if you do not, He will not protect your crops from the pests. That you're going to get problems that will cause you even more than what you were supposed to give. So I thought I should share that today with you. If you are still in the journey of giving, please do your best first to tithe. I know in the beginning it might be challenging, but do your best. Whichever little God blesses you, give it. Do a tenth. Okay. If you are employed, you have a salary. After you pay your taxes, do your 10%. Give it to God. Okay. Same thing applies to our time. So we are not just supposed to give God finances, we are also supposed to give God time. For example, if you're a Christian, you are supposed to have time for God, either to read the Bible, to pray, to meditate on His Word. Like you're supposed to do something with your time so that you can hear from God and God can use you. For example, right now I am sitting here sharing with you, the word of hope, the good news, so that it may give you hope, it may encourage you, we may grow together in faith. So I could have been doing anything else I want with this time, but I chose to give God this time so that someone out there, can benefit. So you can also do the same thing. Not necessarily that you also do what I do, like a YouTube channel. You can share a word with someone every day. You can have time to read the Bible every day. You can have, time to go to church or to Bible study. Just do something with your time to show that you're giving God time, because God blesses you with 24 hours every single day. You need to give some of that time to God. And He asked for only 10th of all that He gives us. I think we can do that. That's not too much. Okay. So, another thing that I wanted to share today is that let us have a tendency of giving with a cheerful heart. Like when we give, we shouldn't complain, and we shouldn't see it as if God is, robbing us, because the way He's giving us and He wants us to give back to Him 10th is just to show us that, can we really trust Him? Do we know that everything belongs to Him? He is the King in this kingdom, and all the wealth in the kingdom belongs to Him. So for Him to ask us to give Him back just 10th, it's not like He needs it. It's just for Him to see if we can be obedient to what He's ordering us to do. So another way that I and my husband have actually started practicing is that we have like standing orders to give to the people in need. Okay. For example, there are hospitals that, need help. Okay. Let's say financial assistance. There are so many orphanages that needs help. There are so many poor people in the streets that need help. We decided to be giving every month. Okay. For example, there's a hospital here in the US. It's called St. Jude. It's a cancer hospital and they treat children with cancer. And the first time I saw the advert, my heart melted because the parents were crying because they were so grateful for all the donations that people donate to this hospital so that the children can get treatments and the parents can only focus on their children so that they get well. So I thought if I were in their shoes, I would really be happy if someone would help me, because having a sick child, that's enough of a problem on its own. Now having to worry about finances, like, come on. So I shared that with my husband, and he is such a cheerful giver. He said, yes, we do that. We also do the same thing back home, like there's so much that we can do, and we came across a word that really opened our eyes, that when God blesses you with the kingdom's wealth, you're not supposed to stay with it. It's supposed to flow through you. Okay. So I like this example that they use the wealth like a river. A river is supposed to keep on flowing. Okay. So you shouldn't be like a pool where the water just stays there. After some time it becomes, contaminated and it's not good anymore. But once the river keeps on flowing, it builds channels and it never runs dry. So that's the thing that we walk with in our lives, that whatever comes in our possession, it's supposed to flow through us. Okay. And by flowing, it's with us sharing that blessing with other people so that God can keep on, passing the blessings through us so that they may get to the people that He is intending to. And with that, guys, we have never lacked. We have never lacked. I can testify that to you. It's not like we are wealthy or we don't have issues. We do, but we never lack. And this is another thing that I want to share with you. God will provide just enough. Okay. Just like the Lord's Prayer says, there's a part that says, God, please give us today our daily bread. So God gives us every day what we need for that day. Okay. And saying that, I mean, God provides just enough because He won't give you everything at once. He will give you exactly what you need. And I have seen that so much in my life. There's a time that I will be needing a certain amount and I have no idea where that money is going to come from. And I might be saying, you know what, God, I need this, I need that, I need that, I need that. But all of those things are not supposed to be handled at one time. Maybe another thing should be handled next day, the other one next week. And I'll be like stressing about all of them now. But God will always provide for what is needed today. And the next day, He will provide for that. And the next week, He will provide for that. So that is what it means when I say God provides just enough. Okay. So when you become a cheerful giver, God will also provide for you just what you need. You don't need to stress for tomorrow. He will provide for you today, every single day. Okay. And another thing I wanted to remind you, whenever God wakes you up each and every single day, just know God is not done with you yet. There is a purpose for you to be awake on that day. So go to God and ask Him, what does He want you to do on that day? Who does He want you to bless on that day? Okay, guys. So let us be givers cheerfully. Okay, let's give with a happy heart. And this is something that happened recently, and when it happened, I said I will share this with my viewers. So I was at work, and this young girl came to me, and she had a very cute dress, and she had cash, and she was telling me, I really love this dress, but my phone is off. I'm with my friend. My friend is on the other side of the mall, um, but I am in shortage of, I think she was missing like $2 or something. So earlier that day, I had a gift card from my birthday, and I've been wanting to spend this gift card because today is like 20 something. My birthday was on 5th. So something was just pulling me back not to spend that gift card. But that day I woke up intentionally that today there's something I saw and I'm gonna buy that with this gift card. And when I bought that thing, my colleague asked me, do you want the balance in the card or do you want it cash? I never take cash as change, guys. And that day, for some reason, I said, okay, you can give me change in cash because it was like $1 and some coins. So I kept that dollar at the back of my pocket. And so that girl, when she told me that she was missing $2, I remembered I had the change. I was like, oh, I have some money with me. Let me see if it's gonna be enough. So when I gave her the money, she was still in shortage of some, some like a quarter or something. So I was like, oh, I'm sorry. because the dress she wanted to buy was on final sale and there was no way that we could give her more discount. So she was like, you know what? Don't worry. Let me go try to look for my friend and then I'll come back because I'm sure her phone is on. It's just that I can't call her because my phone is off. So please hold that dress. I'll come before you close because we were very close to closing the shop. So when she came back, she found me with other customers. She waited in line and she came and I asked her, were you able to find your friend? She was like, you know what? I actually went through my jacket. She was wearing a very big jacket with so many pockets. I went through my jacket and I found some more money, like $1 or something. I was like, oh, that's nice. So do you still need my money? She was like, yes, I would really love to. Are you really gonna give it to me? I was like, yeah, sure, no problem. So I gave her the dollar, and this time she only needed $1. So I gave her the dollar, I kept the coins, and she was so happy, guys. And she told me, I will keep this dress for as long as I can because it will remind me how I got it. And I am so grateful for you because I really like this dress. And without you, I wouldn't have gotten it. And that really made me feel so good. It was just $1, guys, but the way she appreciated it, it made me feel so good. So I want to share that with you today that it doesn't matter how little thing you do to someone, it might mean so much for them. So just do what you can. Okay, you don't have to start by doing big things. You can do as little as small things. You can pray for someone. You can give someone a word of encouragement. You can give someone finances. There are so many people that needs, support in studies. I remember back home, I had this girl. She once came to the office and she just needed money to go and do her school skirt uniform. And her mother was sick, and the mother had a young baby, and the husband left them. It was a whole long story. So I helped the girl. And since then, she kept on coming back to help me. And this one time, she had passed her standard 7 exams and she needed now to go to secondary school. So that day, she came to me and she wanted me to support her. She needed to buy things because she was going to a boarding school. She needed sanitary pads, socks, all those small stuffs that you're supposed to take with you to school. And apparently, there was me and another lady that was next to our building. I remember she said she was working in a bank. We used to support her. And guys, this girl did her exams in secondary school and she was sponsored to go to a higher level. And I remember that day when she was about to go to school, she came to the office and told me that I was sponsored to go to school because I did so well. I was so proud of her. She actually used to call me mom. Okay. So that really makes me feel so good to date. Um, that I was part of her dream to come true. And because I supported her with the little that I heard she, she excelled. And I am sure she's doing great right now wherever she is because we lost contact after I came here. But I am so sure one day we're going to meet and I believe she's going to be so great. So again, I'm here to share with you, please give support in any way that you can. Okay, because God loves a cheerful giver. Let's give to our churches. Okay, they need our time, they need our resources. We need to support, our pastors and everything that goes on in these places that we go to. We need to give for the gospel. Okay, there's so many gospel events that take place. They need support. You can show up. You can support financially. You can offer. You can support people who are sick. You can support the homeless. You can do something. So I thought I should share that today so that you may become a giver and together we make this world a better place. Okay, so personally, I feel so good when I give. And if you know me, giving is one of my love languages. Like, if I like you, if I've known you for a while, I must have given you something. Yes, because that's how I feel happy. That's how I appreciate people in my life. So I thought I should share that today because it's something that makes us feel so good. It's something that really makes us see God's blessings every single day. And yeah, we are doing what the Lord wants us to do on earth. So I hope this, you know, encourages you to become a giver. And if you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe, share, comment, and again, if you are not in a position to give yet, don't worry. God is going to bless you and you can give. But just look around you. There is something you can give. But as always, remember, you are too blessed to be stressed. So don't stress if you haven't given. If you're not a giver, you can start today. Okay? Till next time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. And again, we are still in January. I want to wish you a prosperous 2026. See you on the next video. Bye.